guys, my name is Sakina. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. So today I'm going to be reviewing this book called Turtles All the Way Down, and I'm so excited because oh my god, this is the hardest book review that I am ever going to do. You can see that I'm stammering and I'm also sweating because I have no idea how to do this review. After reading Gone Girl जो मैंने बहुत पहले पढ़ी थी, so after Gone Girl, this is the book that truly touched me, and not even the way that Gone Girl did. This book did it, and I was crying throughout this book. It was so personal to me. There were times where I was just thinking कि यार मैं अपने बारे में ही पढ़ रही हूँ. Of course, I can connect to Aza Holmes, which is the main character, and she is 16 years old, and I was connecting a lot with her. I sat for an hour and a half. When I finished reading it, I lied in my bed. मैं रात को 3 बजे सोई थी. I couldn't stop thinking about this book, and I couldn't just stop smiling at the story and the narration of this story. It was truly beautiful, and it talks about mental illness. Like मैंने वो main story तो बताया नहीं. This is a story about a girl called Aza Holmes, and in her town, a billionaire fugitive goes missing. There is $100,000 cash reward. $100,000, yeah, cash reward, and to whoever like founds any information कि वो कहाँ पे है, मतलब कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन कोई देगा तो उसको $100,000 मिलेंगे. This fugitive billionaire's name is Russell Pickett, and Aza happens to know his son, who is Davis Pickett, and she happens to be friend with him. So that is how this story starts. That is the subplot, and it is actually कि Aza and Daisy are like off to this reward of Russell Pickett, and that is why they go and meet Russell Pickett, because like I said, he is a childhood friend of Aza Holmes. That is how the story starts. पीछे जो summary दी होती है, it really felt like this was going to be a adventurous story. Aza and a best friend going to adventurous journey and finding out what has happened and all, but it wasn't like that. And oh my god, I literally had the वो कि ये एक adventurous book होने वाली है, and I would be so happy reading it. The reason why I decided to read this book now was that I was feeling really low. कुछ हो गया था, and nothing was able to cheer me up. Even when I was watching Friends, I wasn't feeling that comfort, and also I thought that I would read something cheerful. That is why I thought reading this book was going to cheer me up, but I had no idea that it was about mental illness. So I got in with lot of expectations. Then I got this, and after 70 pages, मेरे को थोड़ा जैसे कहते हैं ना writing में ढलना. It took time. Like after 70 pages, I was really getting connected, and all of those things were happening. I have nothing to say about the writing because it's awesome. It was able to touch me in such deep level. The thing is that Aza suffers with OCD, which is obsessive compulsive disorder, and she has these thoughts and like spiral of thoughts that she can't control, and that is why she sometimes feels like she is a prisoner in her own body, because like she has these miserable, negative and emotional thoughts that she's can't able to control, and she wants them to shut in her mind, but it is not happening, and she is not being able to like control her mind. We are literally in Aza's head, and she's arguing with her own self, with her own mind. I mean, it was so heart-wrenching. I remember that I was outside at my desk and I was sobbing, and I didn't know what to do, so I just shut the book and I went like, what did I just read? Because it was really disturbing to me. And I am going to say that if you are an emotional person, you have to think twice. Like if you are any person, if you want to read this book, you have to think twice, because it can really affect you mentally in a positive and a negative way. This book was really important to me because I have friends and I have like people at my age who are dealing with mental illness, and I'm pretty lucky that they shared it with me. And it was really hard for me to understand them at that point, but after reading this book, of course मैं उनकी जगह पर नहीं जा सकती, उनकी जगह सो रहा है वो उन्हीं को ही पता है, but this book really helped me as understanding the people in my life who are dealing with something like this, and it just broke my heart. And trust me, John Green did a great job. The fact is that he also suffers with OCD, and he has poured his heart out in this book, because every line you can see that the way he described her feelings, na Aza's feeling, I literally mean he nailed it. He nailed it completely. And now like I'm going to talk about characters and all who are my favorite characters. So I'm gonna start with Davis and Aza because that one is really personal to me and I want to share some experiences. Okay, Okay, so let's start with Davis and Asa. Davis, I have to say, was one of my favorite characters when I was reading this book, and I got really connected to him as well. And there were some parts in this book where they were stargazing, and I remember someone in my life like Davis, not obviously a billionaire's son, and I remember those beautiful moments that I had with him. Well, to be really personal, Asa's and Davis' relationship taught me that things don't always have to work out, and sometimes it's okay and you just go on with the memories. You don't think about the future, you don't think about anything else, you just live in the present and you just build those beautiful memories that you are not going to give up. And that is what I had, and that is what Asa had with her Davis. And the part of Asa and Davis, they were all just really beautiful. I love reading about those two. Talking about Davis individually, I love the fact that he had a blog in this book. Of course, अगर हम उसके perspective से सोचें, उसका dad missing चला गया, who is a billionaire, और मतलब उन पर जो है award है. He also has a little brother. He has to take care of him, and he has no guardian at all. So dealing with his thoughts, he has this personal vlog, and he writes these amazing quotes and all. किसी और की होते, then he writes his own paragraph. That part was heart touching for me, and nobody talked about this. I saw tons of book reviews because I was so confused. I didn't know, man. It is too personal for me. I can't really describe how this book made me feel. I seriously cannot. You have to read it if you want to understand it. So I had to watch those videos in order to help me. So no one talked about the vlog part, but I really liked the vlog part. I thought it was a great idea, a great thing that made us feel more connected to Davis. Yeah, I can say that it was like a part of the character building that I loved. And after that, I have the relationship of Asa and Daisy. Daisy is her best friend, and the fact is that she is the only one in this book who is not messed up, like the only character who is like chilled, and she is a light-minded person. I mean, she has problems in her life, but comparing to others in this book, she has the least problems and she has her things sorted out, because this book was so intense. Reading about Daisy, and it was like a light touch to this book because it talks about such a serious issue. So it had some people who were like-minded. Well, to be honest, Daisy and all the characters felt really real to me. They were all imperfect, and Daisy was imperfect. And there is a part where you will like hate Daisy, but you'll not be able to bias. When you hear her side of the story, you'll not be able to decide कि यार Asa सही है कि Daisy सही है. And I think that is a beautiful thing that people can do with writing. They have to play with readers' mind, and that is what John Green did. To be honest, I saw a book review of a girl who said that this book actually made this world a better person, and I couldn't agree with her more, because I can proudly hold this book and I could say it is not upside down, right? I can proudly hold this book and say that this book made me a better person, and trust me, it will make you a better person at a point where you are comfortable reading it, because like I mentioned, it can be intense and there will be parts where you will be like crying and all. So if you are comfortable, try on reading this. We need this because there are millions of people out there who are dealing with depression and all kind of mental illness, and to make us feel better, to make them feel understanding, we have to read this book. I've tried my hair. If you are feeling comfortable, please then read this book. I definitely trust that it will make you feel understood. Trust me, I'm not saying this as a bluffing or anything. John Green did a great job describing how mental illness felt. I really can't review this book because it was too personal for me. Like I said, it was really hard to me to even record this, but I really wanted to review this. It was a great book and I want people to read this. That is why actually I made this video, because I want my viewers to read this book. I'm really sorry that it wasn't that much of a book review. It was not. But please read this book. It will make you a better person. Trust me. Other than that, I really don't want to say anything about this book. Lastly, I have some quotes in this book.
I wanted to tell her that I was getting better, because that was supposed to be the narrative of illness. It was a hurdle you jumped over, or a battle you won. Illness is a story told in the past tense. I would have told her that Davis and I never really talked much, or even looked at each other. But it didn't matter, because we were looking at the same sky together, which is maybe more intimate than any other eye contact anywhere. Anybody can look at you. It's quite rare to find someone who sees the same
Thoughts
world
are only
you see.
thoughts. They are not you. You belong to yourself, even when your thoughts don't. I thought about him asking me if I'd ever been in love. It's a weird phrase in English. In love. Like it's a sea you drown in, or in a town you live in. Even though I laughed with them, it felt like I was watching the whole thing from somewhere else. Like I was watching a movie about my life instead of living it. And if you can't pick what you do or think about, then maybe you aren't really real, you know. Maybe I'm just a lie that I'm whispering to myself. You pick your endings and your beginnings. You get to pick the frame, you know. Maybe you don't choose what's in the picture, but you decide on the frame. I thought lying there that I might love him for the rest of my life. We did love each other. Maybe we never said it, and maybe love was never something we were in, but it was something I felt. I loved him, and I thought maybe I'll never see him again, and I'll be stuck missing him. And isn't that so terrible? Your now is not your forever.